Hello everyone and welcome back to Frankie's Fire. It's been 14 weeks since I started my main seedlings. Spring is well and truly here and the temps are slowly rising. Just look at my beautiful roses that have come to life. My favourite of these is called Tequila Sunrise, which starts red on the outside into a bright yellow centre. The tomatoes are now a foot tall. I've had to begin tying ropes to the stakes so they don't fall over. We'll check back on them later in the season. Over the last 2 weeks I have been transplanting seedlings into individual pots, and it starts with the laborious task of cleaning and sterilising individual pots. I use the tub to soak the pots in a diluted bleach solution overnight. I then discard the solution and scrub each pot individually all over in warm soapy water. After rinsing, I then place all the pots out on a table to dry in the sun. For this video, I'll be showing you my final tray that I have transplanted. This is cell tray number 7. It has all 7 pot peppers and 7 of the 8 cells germinated. It's no surprise, and if not obvious, this is a small tribute to Rob over at 7 Pot Club. G'day Rob, hope you're well buddy. My transplanting mix is the same which I use to start seeds. I use a good quality seed and cutting potting mix, vermiculite and perlite. My mix is moist but not waterlogged. It can hold together but is soft and fluffy. It's hard to explain the consistency, which is why I show you here. Let's begin. In my pre-prepared, filled and labelled pots, I start by making a planting hole. You can use a pencil or your finger. I don't have a preference, but if your seedling's root system is long and thin, then a pencil would be more appropriate than a large cavity for a more solid soil cell. Firmly but gently I squeeze the bottom to help release the seedling. You'll see me touch the stem to help move it out, which is not recommended. However, I assure you I did not damage any seedlings whilst doing so. One trick I've found works wonders is using a pencil to pry the seedling out from the bottom, which is what I did for most when the seedling wouldn't come out when squeezing it with my fingers, especially in a solid block. And there we go. Using my finger, I try and make a planting hole around the same size as the root system of the seedling. I then firmly press down to compact the soil and put the seedling in place, backfilling with more potting mix as required. For cells that have more than one seedling, for which I want to keep both, I gently pry apart the seedlings, taking care not to tear or damage the delicate roots. And there you go. That's how I transplant my seedlings. Once all the pots are complete, I place them into trays and I water them with a diluted seaweed solution. Sea salt is my go-to. It helps reduce transplant shock and also assists in root growth and resistance to heat, cold stress and pest and disease. It also helps settle the soil. It seemed like forever with the extended cold winter, but with all the seedlings finally transplanted into individual pots, I can now turn off the grow lights for another year. In the small garden bed next to my greenhouse, I have planted 3 tomato plants, 2 black cherry and 1 mini yellow Roma. I'm still undecided if I'm going to plant the rest of my tomatoes I started from seed or some peppers. I'll let you know what I decide in a future video. To help battle the heat, I have a power bank with a fan that I will use with a solar panel to run, which will help circulate the air on hot days. Let's now take a look into the greenhouse and check out all of my seedlings that will be cozy in here for the next 4 to 5 weeks prior to planting out. Mingling with the peppers are some cucamelons and tomatoes. I have also started some beautiful Italian lettuce leaf basil that has really shot up and should complement my tomatoes and peppers well. All of these seedlings on their shelves were started by a single seed. On the bottom is my purchased seedlings. I save all seeds but more so of the purchased plants so that I don't have to buy them again year after year. Plus, it's also a contingency in the event seeds that I start don't germinate or the seedlings that I do start die due to pests and disease. I have also started several varieties of sunflower in the hope to attract beneficial insects such as bees for pollination. Finally, here is an overwintered bird's eye plant that was given to me last season, which has come back to life. And that's all for this update as summer is around the corner. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you same chilly time, same chilly channel.